The unseen justice. Liam Parker had always been the quiet one. In a bustling school of over 1,000 students, he blended into the background like a shadow. His small frame and thick glasses made him an easy target for those who thrived on cruelty. Jake Turner, the school's notorious bully, had set his sights on Liam from the very first day of middle school. Every morning brought new torments, shoved into lockers, books knocked to the ground, cruel whispers that echoed in his ears long after the school bell rang. No one ever intervened, not the teachers, not the other students. It was as if Liam's suffering was invisible. One rainy afternoon, Liam found himself cornered behind the gym. Jake and his group of friends circled him like vultures, sneering as they planned their next act of humiliation. "You're pathetic," Jake taunted, shoving Liam against the cold brick wall. "You should just disappear." Liam clenched his fists, his heart hammering in his chest. He had always endured, always swallowed the insults and pain, but something inside him snapped that day. "Why do you hate me so much?" Liam's voice was steadier than he expected. "What have I ever done to you?" Jake's smirk faltered for a fraction of a second, but then he laughed. "You exist? That's enough." Before they could escalate their torment, the gym door swung open. Coach Reynolds, a towering figure with an authoritative presence, stepped out. His sharp eyes took in the scene instantly. "What's going on here?" he demanded, his voice filled with suspicion. "Nothing, Coach," Jake said, his tone deceptively friendly. "Just having a little chat with Liam." Coach Reynolds didn't look convinced. "Get moving, all of you, now." The bullies scattered, but Liam knew it wouldn't end there. He had learned long ago that reporting Jake would only make things worse. Justice didn't come to kids like him, or so he thought. That night, unable to sleep, Liam poured his frustration into his journal. Writing was his escape, his refuge. He crafted stories where the bullied triumphed, where villains got what they deserved, where justice wasn't a mere illusion. If only real life worked that way. The next morning, an unexpected turn of events unfolded. A video had surfaced online, security footage from behind the gym, showing Jake and his gang tormenting Liam. The video had gone viral overnight, and the entire school was talking about it. Liam's stomach twisted with anxiety. He didn't know who had leaked the footage, but it had changed everything. Teachers who had once ignored him were suddenly concerned. Students who had laughed at his misery now looked at him with pity. Even Jake seemed rattled, his usual arrogance replaced by unease. The principal called an assembly, addressing the entire school about bullying. "We cannot tolerate this kind of behavior," she declared. "There will be consequences." Jake and his friends received severe punishment, including suspension. But what shocked Liam the most was what happened afterward. In the days that followed, students who had once ignored him started treating him differently. Some apologized, others simply offered a nod of acknowledgement. But the biggest surprise came from Sam Carter, the most popular student in school, who sat beside Liam in the cafeteria. "You're braver than I thought," Sam admitted, a hint of admiration in his voice. Liam blinked. "I didn't do anything." "You stood up to Jake, and you survived." Liam realized then that justice didn't always come in grand, dramatic ways. Sometimes it came in the form of exposure, of people finally seeing the truth. By the end of the school year, Liam was no longer invisible. He had found his voice, his strength, and most importantly, his place. He was no longer just a shadow in the background. He was someone who mattered.